spokesperson. I want to come to you, Jawahar Sircar, first before we get caught in a political tug of war, because as a senior bureaucrat, do you believe this is unprecedented and unfortunate, should never have happened, that a chief secretary is caught in such an escalating war of words?
Yes, of course. No chief secretary has been called. I wouldn't use the word recalled. No chief secretary has been summoned in the history of India to leave his state on the last date of his service and present himself almost like an accused without a posting in the government of India to satisfy some pique or some angst or some ego. You see, I have served both the governments as secretary level, principal secretary level, and I'm fairly neutral, or I think I'm fairly neutral on this score. I've been caught in crossfires. But this is one of the most inane things to have happened, and whoever advised the Prime Minister is obviously not fully literate or plain stupid.
No, that's a very strong word. You're saying whoever advised the Prime Minister is not fully literate. Are you saying, therefore, that you believe this has been done only to satisfy the political ego of the Prime Minister?
Absolutely. It's in clear language. 6.1 says that consultation is a must. No state officer of the IAS or IPS can be withdrawn to Delhi, withdrawn by the center, without the formal clearance of the state government. We have all served it. And even when I was chosen, my posting was refused by the state government. Hard luck. We all went through it. That is federalism.
So you believe this is counter to the federal spirit? Recalling a chief secretary without consulting a state government on the last day of his office is counter to India's federal spirit? Do you see it as unconstitutional?
Not me, Rajdeep. It is the rule that is enshrined that has worked well for 70 years.
Right.
There have been opposition parties here, there have been opposition parties there. It has worked. Now, all of a sudden, you can't smother rule down. Look what they did today. Everybody knew he was going to retire. Everyone knows that he has not served in Delhi for a single day in his life. So there's no question of recalling him. There's a question of summoning him. Any case, and when the state refuses to let him go for a very justifiable reason, that why should I let him go on the last day? You have issued an order on the 24th of May saying that we extend the service for 3 months for fighting COVID. Now, that's something that the center could do as well. But for fighting COVID, we have extended by 3 months. And then you issue a notice. It's not an order. A notice informing that the appointments committee of the cabinet have decided to have your presence in the DOPT. For what? You are calling one of the senior most IAS officers in India at present and dishonoring him. You're telling him to be there present in some deputy secretary room. This is not on.
You're using very strong words, and I think that, I think they need to be sort of seen in the context of